Hey everybody, welcome back to the Chaotic Little Book Corner. My name's Acacia. Today is my 1.5 book haul, so that's what we're going with. This is the last 8 of the 17 books that I picked up. Maybe 9. I sold 50. I got 17. It's fine. We're fine. Everything's fine. I don't have a problem. No problem. Okay. So the first book is this. This is The Power by Naomi Alderman. Now, I did not pick this up because it was the Bailey's winner. I picked it up prior to it becoming the winner. I picked it up when it was still on the short list. I saw it on a Case of Books channel, which I will link down below. I want to say like 6 months ago, something like that. Like, it was a while ago, and she was already excited about it, and I got excited about it, but I didn't pick it up because it was in the UK, and it was pretty expensive. And then I found it in the paperback edition, and it was pretty cheap, and so I picked it up that way. I was very excited to hear that this won the Bailey's Book Prize, even though I haven't read it yet. I just feel like this is kind of the trend for this year, which is women empowerment. And I think that's a good thing. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. So I'm very excited to read this, and I will let you know my thoughts when I am done. The next one was sent to me for review by Penguin. This is Lost Boy by Christina Henry. I am so happy to have this. It's so dark, it's so scary, it's so graphic and violent, and I love it. I love it. Yes. Then this one is My Life as a Mermaid. This is Stories by Jen Grow. Now, this is in there because it's marking a quote that I want to talk about in my wrap-up, which I loved, and I really enjoyed this collection of short stories. It was really phenomenal, really well done, really well executed. It was dark though, and it was realist fairy tale-esque style. I highly recommend it if you like realist collections, but you kind of want that magical feel without going into magical realism. That's when I recommend this. I really recommend it. Then this one was on Holly Dunn's channel, and this is If We Were Villains, and it's by M.L. Rio. Now, this is compared to The Secret History by Donna Tartt. I love that book. I've read it multiple times, and I'm going to go into this with absolutely no information, because look at those end papers. Not end papers. What are these called? Siding? I don't know. Edges. It has black edges, and I'm super obsessed with it. So I'm going into this blind, which I think is the best way to do it, because that's the way I went into Donna Tartt's The Secret History, and that was the best option. So I'm excited about this. Then I'm geeking out. So I have been helping take care of my mother after a surgery, so we've been watching a lot of movies while she's been recovering, and one of the movies that we watched was a movie that I watched when I was a little girl called Baron Munchausen. Now, that movie was very fantasy, very fantasy oriented, and it was very 80s. I really loved it, and I really enjoyed what it was, and I really think that it's one of my favorite movies from childhood, and it's becoming something that I can watch again, and I'm very excited about that. When I watched it this time, though, I was like, I wonder if there's a book about this, because it is a fantasy that I really enjoy, and I already know the world, and I feel like I would have some visions in my head already, and then I could experience the book a little more easily, because fantasy for me is really hard because I don't always have an image in my head of what's coming. So, this is The Travels and Surprising Adventures of Baron Munchausen by Rudolf Erich Rasp, and this is a German book. It has really wonderful illustrations in it. If I can find one, that'd be great. I keep slipping past one. That's not a good one. Oh, that's a little graphic. So it has illustrations in it, which I'm really excited about. So I'm just excited to read this for fantasy, for fun. His nose had an accident on the way here, so that's a bummer, but it's okay. I fixed it with tape. I fixed it. Then we have The Time in Between, which is a story of hunger and hope. This is by Nancy Tucker. This is a memoir talking about anorexia and eating disorders and the disappearance of a person's existence when they have an eating disorder, and how their life becomes controlled by food, and how that is really terrifying. I'm really looking forward to reading this, and I highly anticipate that it'll be a 5-star read. Next, we have this beautiful book. This is beautiful. This is The Night Brother by Rosie Garland, who I picked up her other 2 books. They're over there. They're over there, and I can't remember what they're called. But I picked up her other 2 books, and then this one was coming out, so I picked this one up as well. The Palace of Curiosities, and I want to say Vixen. It probably has it. Yes, Vixen. So this is another one of her historical fictions. I am very excited to read this. I love the cover. Yay. Then I picked up A Line Made by Walking by Sarah Baum. This one, I was told, has some mental health conversation in it. And so, struggling to cope with urban life and life in general, Frankie, a 20-something artist, retreats to her family's rural house. So, I am just very curious about this. I had, oh, why is there, someone left a bookmark in there. All of these books I got used. Oh. Yes, all of these books I got used. I got this one from Housing Works, which is why there's a Housing Works bookstore bookmark in there. Very nice. This is actually a really nice bookmark. I should order from Housing Works more frequently. Anyway, so yes, I'm very excited about that. And then the last one was sent to me for review by Sky Horse Publishing. This is Abigail Hall, a novel by Lauren A. Forey. This is a gothic thriller, horror, wonderful historical fictionness goodness, and I am excited. Second World War, troubled sister Rebecca have to share tragedy, loss of their mother, father's suicide. I'm excited. This was sent to me for review, so I get to read it very soon, and I don't feel guilty about putting it ahead of every other book. Yay. So there you have it. That is my 1.5 section book haul, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.